Welcome back to the Tell 'em a Sports Guys. Heath, for the first time ever, a live demonstration here. This is going to be something different for us, folks, but we certainly appreciate you coming out, Ryan. Appreciate you participating. This will be interesting. This may be something for us to build on here. But once again, I'd like to remind you, if you're listening to us on the radio and you want to see this live, click on tellemradio.com, the download page, and you can go in there and see this demonstration. Heath, we'll let you take it from here and kind of describe to our viewing audience what they're seeing.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape for what we call an elbow bursitis. On the end of our elbow, we've got a little bursa sac, and sometimes you'll get them real inflamed if they take a direct hit to it. And what we do the first 24 to 72 hours, we try to get that fluid off of there.
Right.
So what we do is we do the spider technique, and I've gone ahead and cut these while I was in the training room earlier. And Ryan, if you'll just put your arm up like this right here for me. And what we do, so we're going to do it just like that, is I'll start right here. And then you just kind of pull it. And you see it's all together there. So what we do is I kind of come back and lift it up. Remember, lymphatic system, there's no tension on it.
Right.
You pull it to 100% for joint correction, but with the lymphatic, you want little to no tension. Just enough to get the skin up and get this lymphatic system moving. So we spread it out. And the tips, you really, well, on this, none of it needs tension, but the bases of them, you do not want any tension either. Okay, so we've kind of got it like this. And then what we'll do is we'll come back with another piece. I know that Ryan will like this pink here on him.
If it helps, it doesn't really matter, does it, Ryan? If you was really injured, would it matter what color it was?
Nope, just as long as you got the job done.
So what we'll do is we'll do a cross technique and just kind of crisscross with these, and this will help pull the fluid out. Now, if there were a lot of bruising, what I was saying before the break is you will see where the tape is. And maybe if you guys will have me on again, I can bring a picture of what it looks like. But what would happen is then it's heat activated. So what you do is you rub on it, or what I'm thinking about doing is getting a hair dryer just to get heat, because you want to get it warm, because that acrylic is how it sticks to the skin
Right.
for 3 to 5 days. So what this would do right here is start drawing the fluid out, allow what we call the bad fluid out and bring the good fluid in. Just get that movement going.
Right.
Once we get past that, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off of him. I'm sure he likes me pulling all the hair on his arm there. Then what we would do is come back and do a space correction, and with that is where you want a lot of tension. So we split it in the middle, and then we peel it back, because remember we said with no tension on the ends.
Right.
And you always want to go what we call longitudinal, try to go with which way the muscles are going.
Mm-hmm.
I take this and I just pull it as tight as I can, holding on to my bases here. But I pull it as tight as I can, and I put it right over the elbow. If you will, first I want you to bend your elbow as far as you can bend it. Okay, we go right here and put it over the end. And then I just peel this paper back and let that fall on there.
Uh-huh.
And that fall on there. Now, if you can't straighten your elbow out, I don't know if you can see that, but you see how it's pulled all the skin right here. Pulling that skin, it lifts it up.
Right.
And takes the pressure off of that bursa sac.
Now, this technique follows.
Yes, you do the spider, what I call the fan or the spider.
Uh-huh.
You want to do that the first couple of days to get any swelling or,
Right.
or edema out of there.
Okay.
And then you come back and you start doing space corrections, or like I said on Ryan, I did his hamstring earlier. And with the hamstring, all I did with that is I started up where it originates, and then I split it down the middle, and I tuck and curved it around where he is sore,
Right.
where his pulled muscle is, and then I took a space correction and put it right over the injury site.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put 3, 4, 5 pieces. You know, like I said about Carrie Walsh, you know, she had 4 or 5 on her shoulder.
Right.
Venus Williams is another one that
Right.
had it on her quad. She had 2 quad strains, and she had it on her quads during the U.S. Open 09, something like that.
No doubt, Heath, it's become a big thing. We're going to try to cut short. We're going to come back, have Ryan on. We've got another young man here with us, Jesse Haywood. Let him tell us about his injury. Tell us a little bit about your hamstring, how you think it's doing with the tape on there now, Ryan. And hopefully we have enough time to talk about the upcoming game next week with Cookeville. I'm John Greenwood for Rick Thornberry. I'd like to remind you one more time, if you are listening to us and want to see the taping that Heath did with Ryan here, click on telomerradio.com, the download page. Back after this.